Both pulled off the side of the road at the trail crossing. Zane pulled the clip from his gun and checked to make sure it was full. Gemma tapped on his window, and he jumped, almost dropping his clip. She smiled and put her hands in the air.
It's just me. Don't shoot.
He scowled and climbed out of the truck.
You know how antsy being out here around Moonville at night makes me?
We came out here all the time when we were in college.
Yeah, and we were also drunk and high all the time too.
They both kept their hands on their firearms as they proceeded on the trail toward the tunnel. Zane felt like the crunch of the gravel under their feet was louder than the crickets and occasional coyote howl or owl hoot. He remembered hearing the stories of the things that wandered the forest as a kid. Bigfoot, demons, ghosts. They always gave him nightmares growing up. As a teenager and in his college years, he didn't care. He was too busy partying and having fun. Gemma came up beside him.
You remember the story of the station master who was supposedly killed in the tunnel when the train ran over him? That one 4th of July weekend, Wesley claimed that he saw him standing at the other end of the tunnel waving his lantern back and forth. He said the light went out and he disappeared.
Of course I remember, Jay, and you're not helping.
She smiled.
I'm just trying to distract you. That's all.
Sure you are.
He shined his flashlight up ahead, catching a glimpse of the engraving in the stone wall, Moonville. The place gave him the creeps during the day, let alone at night when you could barely see anything other than what was in the beam of their flashlights.
Is there anyone out here? Officers Bradshaw and Lane with the National Park Service.
He motioned for Gemma to stop, waiting to see if he could hear anyone reply to his call. Nothing but the natural sounds of the nighttime forest.
Let's get out of here,
he said, tapping Gemma on the arm. He turned around to head back to their vehicles when he caught something out of the corner of his eye. He swung back to face the tunnel. Gemma quickly spun around.
What is it?
He shook his head.
Never mind. I thought I saw someone, or something, for a second. My eyes must be playing tricks on me.
But he wasn't convinced. He thought for sure he saw something white, or someone wearing white, dart across the trail in front of the tunnel. Maybe he was going crazy. What he didn't see were the piercing hollow eyes watching him from the opposite end of the tunnel as they walked away. The radio startled him when a voice came over.
Units 1418 and 1412.
Zane nearly screamed. He was not expecting to hear a voice other than Gemma's.
1418 and 1412 are still Signal 1.
Gemma replied, trying to hold back her laughter.
Copy, 1412. I got a hold of that resident. He said no one had come by his place.
Zane shined his flashlight over the trailhead one more time before remarking.
Let's get to our next stop. I'm ready for the call to be over.